And welcome to the technologygeek.org questions section. I want to thank everybody for listening. And this is where we answer the section where we answer all the questions from our broadcast. And again, it's thetechnologygeek.org is our website. And we just want to say a thank you to our sponsor, Audible. Use our free promo code audibletrial.com/techgeek and get a free 30-day trial of Audible. They're a wonderful service. They're actually, everybody knows they're owned by Amazon. They're wonderful. They have an app for both the iPhone and the Android, and what a wonderful service they are. Listen to any book for just 1 credit, and with this 30-day trial, you'll get a free credit, and that's audibletrial.com/techgeek. They sponsor all of our podcasts as well as all of our YouTube and Ustream channel media, and they're a wonderful sponsor. Also, too, I want to say thank you to our AACR store online. They're a wonderful eBay store, aacrstore.com. Use the promo code TechGeek and you get a discount on your first purchase. And they're, again, another wonderful sponsor of our media. And this is, like I said, the Technology Geek episode 9 questions from our podcast. The first question we had is, how do you paste plain text in Google Docs? It's actually a very good question. I actually had to look that one up myself, actually. It's actually Control, Shift, and V will paste uh, text into Google Docs unformatted. That's a wonderful question. Actually, I didn't know that one myself. Actually, I had to look it up. What you want, a lot of times when people copy hyperlink documents, stuff like that, they want to paste it in plain text, and that's how you do it. Sometimes you don't want all the formatting. Sometimes. How can I image my hard drive? Google Ghost is something you can use. The other option for that is there's actually a free program out there, if I'm not mistaken. Um, Actually, I don't think it's free anymore. Deep Freeze is one you could use to create an image of the hard drive, and then you can actually lock the image. So no matter what happens on the next reboot, it'll go ahead and bring it back to original. That's a wonderful Deep Freeze. I believe it's only 29 bucks. But that's definitely worth the money if you're trying to protect your machine, or if you really need to make an image. You're gonna have to spring for a $59 copy of Ghost. But those are the only two options. There's not much free imaging software out there nowadays. The other questions that we had is, how can I fend off telemarketers and scammers? There's not really a whole lot you can do with that. What I would recommend is what I do is if you have, I know myself, I don't have a house phone anymore. I don't know anybody that really does, but cell phone, look at the number. If you recognize the number, pick it up. If you don't recognize the number, let it go to voicemail. If you see anything private or unknown, if you don't know anybody with a private or unknown number, just don't pick it up. That's all you can. That's all you can really do nowadays. Unfortunately, I think everybody, the only thing you do is try to put yourself on the no call list, but even that's not really helping that much nowadays. Like I said, there's only a couple options with that, and I think we're all trying to avoid them. Is there any free screen sharing software? Actually, there is. There's actually a free one out there called Join.me. They're a free one. I actually just found out about them just the other day. They're a wonderful service. Again, it's Join.me. It's free. They also have a pro version, but the free version works on the iPad, Android devices, Windows, Mac. It's really great for a free piece of software. It's really wonderful. There's no time restriction on it or anything like that, and it's really secure. It gives you a three-digit number, so it's a 9-digit number. It's randomly generated, and only the people you give it to connect to your screen. And then when you're done, you just close it out. So it's really a wonderful service for free, and I'm actually surprised you can make it away for free because it is so great. There is other ones out there you can use, like Citrix and stuff like that, but those you're going to pay for. This is actually a free one. So, do I use Skype or FaceTime to communicate with people? Um, Skype is available on all platforms, Linux, Windows, Mac, all the mobile devices. FaceTime is only a Mac thing, so if the person you're calling has a Mac or an iPhone, you're going to be able to do it. But if they don't have a Mac or an iPhone, you're going to have to use Skype. I would say Skype is more of a. Skype's also, by the way, going to be on the Xbox as well. I would say Skype is going to be for everybody. FaceTime is only for people with a Mac. So find out what your friend has and go from there. I'm going to guess probably Skype. FaceTime is very clear, and I do like FaceTime, but Skype is going to be better if you have multiple multiple people, and well, you can do multiples with Skype. You can't do that with FaceTime. Plus two, like I said, it works on multiple platforms. A wireless printer suggestion. Epson is one that I really like. HP makes a good wireless printer. There's not those are the two best that I like. Um, the next question is, what is a great geek gift for under $100? Um, what I would recommend is Amazon Prime, 75 bucks. I think it's the best thing you can buy them. They're going to get the 2-day shipping, the free book, and all the free movies. I think that's probably your best bet for under 100 bucks. They're going to get a lot for their money. I think that's a great present. I don't think there's anybody that doesn't like it. And you can actually gift it to them right through Amazon. You don't have to leave your house. I keep getting a blue screen of death, clicking and a buzzing noise. What's happening? If you're getting a blue screen all the time, you're getting a clicking noise or a buzzing noise, you probably have a hard drive going bad. I suggest backing up all your stuff to an external device or backing it up to the cloud somewhere. Because you probably have a bad drive. Going to the BIOS, most of them nowadays have a hard drive test. Run a hard drive test, you should be okay. See if you get failed it or not. If you fail it, you're going to have to swap out the drive. But I recommend doing a backup soon. I have a Singer sewing machine for embroidery. Do I need to upgrade from XP? My recommendation is go on the website, check to see what their software supports. Most companies like that are very behind. I know from experience that my friends has an embroidery business, and they still have to run XP because there's no new software. Sewing machines, vinyl machine, vinyl cutters, all that stuff. They're always behind with the software and the drivers. Go on the website and check or call the support number first. And also, you're only using the machine for embroidery. There's no reason. I mean, if you want to buy a new machine, take that one off the internet, keep it safe from viruses and all that. And just use your new machine for anything you want to do, and just use the other machine for embroidery. There's no harm in that. If it's not broken, don't fix it. I want to write an app. Do you have any suggestions? Yeah, it's going to take a while. You're going to need money. You're going to need capital. You're going to need hosting. You might want to start with a couple partners, some guys to put in money. It's expensive sometimes to write an app, depending on what you're trying to write. I would recommend maybe talking to some companies or looking through some apps of the ideas you have for an app. Look through, see what apps are out there, see what you're competing against before you go ahead and do something like that. The app market's incredibly competitive. It's like the .com market was in the 90s. I would recommend right now just go, don't quit your full-time job. Write it at nights and on the weekend stuff in your free time. Don't take it slow. Get together with some guys, some partners and stuff, and go from there. What operating system does hardware like the Roku, DVR, and smart TVs use? They actually run on Linux, BSD, stuff like that. They're not Windows based. They're running on open source. Some of them run on proprietary, but almost all of them are running on open source software. Linux, Windows, BSD, stuff like that. And those were our questions for the Technology Geek episode 9. You can find our podcast up on YouTube. Up on iTunes, up on YouTube, and up on our website, thetechnologygeek.org. And we'd appreciate if you're a listener. If you'd like to submit a question to us and we will answer it for you, you can go up on our site under our submission form, submit your question, and we will be more than happy to answer it. I want to thank you very much, and we look forward to having you as a listener.